approaching the land spot in Costilla County. Apparently cattle just free roam this land. That's interesting. I wonder if it smells like cow crap. Check these views out. Pretty ridiculously isolated, but right over there, right there, is the Rio Grande River. So, that's interesting. Super interesting. You know, water just happens to be a valuable resource. Wow, almost in a pothole. Look, you can almost see it down there. So this particular lot is supposed to be just a mile from the river, but I can see it looks like less than 50 yards to my right. So we'll resume the video once we get to the spot. You have got to be kidding me. There is a massive field of goats. Look at that dog. Good dog. This is incredible. And I'm just walking in the middle of the road. And other dogs, keeping them in line. Oh my gosh. Really, I have never, ever in my life seen anything like that. The dog's coming for me. Look at this guy. He ain't moving. He ain't moving for nobody. What's up, guys? I have never, ever. There's a bicycle in the middle of the road, so looks like there's some guys out there that must be tending the flock. Outrageous. Oh man, 4.5 hours later, promised land. I guess. Look at that. That's an amazing view. Actually, some really nice mountains over there. There's a nice mountain range behind it. A hill. There's just like lots of trailer out there. There's a few trailers. There's like kind of some kind of shanty shack / trailer. Mesa. Nice little picture here. Jono's new home. So this is it. 5 acres. Rio Grande River's right over there. Although I doubt you have any real access to it because this is all private property. It's owned by people. And so I went through a cattle reserve and then a bunch of those herded goats, you know, so and then reading around the internet on the drive down, it sounds like people are really protective of the resources. That's where you can get into sketchy situations, pissing people off by just crossing boundaries you're not supposed to. So the land looks pretty rough. I would die to see what comes out at night out here. There's a few like three-legged or three-pronged tracks. Got big ants. Yeah, similar kind of bugs that I saw out in Taos in the High Plains Desert there. Ants and cockroaches and whatnot. I would imagine, you know, the little desert rodents and whatnot. deny those views. Holy smokes. Can you imagine what it looks like in the winter? Just all completely white. I bet it's totally epic. I can understand how some people might face isolation issues, especially if they chose to just stay here permanently and never leave. It really feels like Taos, where the Earth ships are. It's in a huge valley like this, you know, probably 5 or 6 miles from town, and I guess this isn't that far from San Luis. It's took maybe 20-30 minutes to get here. So I don't know, you know, gotta admit, for $5,000 it's pretty little spot. But it's like kind of a toss-up. So without coming out here in the winter at all seasons, I mean, who the hell knows how bad it gets. I know it gets flipping cold in the winter in these high plains deserts. It's like 10-20 below. Look at all these little rodent holes. Or snakes. Pretty rad. I think I'm liking it, but you knew I like this kind of stuff, right? I mean, what if I just picked it up, played by the rules, got a septic tank, put a little cabin out here, made it a little private getaway? Airbnb it for like $250 a night. Alright, adios. So here's one of the other sites, and I'm a little bit torn now, because although there is this horse ranch right here, which is actually really nice, but there's a lot more buildings and closer to the main road. There's also some power lines, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I mean, they're ugly, but it's probably easier to get actual grid power if you wanted it. And then the mountains are right here, these little foothills. So that's super cool. I mean, I don't know whose land or whatever, but that could be really fun for easy access hiking and whatnot. There's a few trailers out here. There's like one in the distance, one over here. There's an RV back there. It's got a nice view of this mountain. It's a little bit closer. The brush and ground is way worse. This is like hardcore tumbleweed brush. Worse, high tundra brush. The views are pretty though. The sun would go down right there. Gnarly view. So yeah, now I'm torn. Because I really like the other one. It's super secluded, not in the middle of nowhere. Not too far from San Luis, so this is about equidistant the other direction. There's a flashing strobe all the way over there, which might be kind of annoying. There's more like businesses out here. So that could be a good or a bad thing. Like, part of my goal is to put up a greenhouse, and on the way in here, there's a dude not too far back down this road, somewhere over there. 2 big, huge hoop houses. Second one's going up. He's got trees inside. And I'm like, and an RV and a tent. That's my jam. So, anyways, much thinking to do.